Part 3 of that 90s show repeats a legendary Jackie and Kelso moment from that 70s show, continuing a memorable, and sometimes aggravating, tradition. Jackie and Kelso had various relationship issues throughout the original series, and that 90s show appears to have exploited this as a foundation for additional drama in the spinoff. In Part 3, Nate and Nikki's romance mirrors Jackie and Kelso's. However, Nate and another character, ironically, Kelso's daughter, really evoked the famed combination. Season 7 of that 70s show introduced Betsy Kelso as a newborn. The character has returned, this time fully grown up in that 90s show and carrying on Kelso's heritage of promiscuity. She ends up dating Nate for a while, which causes a lot of problems for Leia and her friends. Naturally, Nate's love for Nikki persists, making his relationship with Betsy inevitable. When he tries to stop it, Kelso's daughter refuses to listen. That's exactly what happened to Kelso. Betsy's rejection of Nate's breakup echoes Kelso's attempt to dump Jackie in that 70s show Season 2. Nate tried to break up with Betsy in Part 3 of that 90s show, and she simply said, no. She refused to listen to him and insisted on their continued relationship. This is exactly what Kelso experienced when he attempted to end his relationship with Jackie in that 70s show Season 2, Episode 2, Red's Last Day. He had just started hooking up with Lori and wanted to be able to continue doing so. However, when Kelso attempted to cut things up, Jackie's sole response was, no. Since Betsy has already established herself as a bizarre hybrid of Lori and Jackie's characters, this appears to foretell more that 90s show conflict. Kelso's goals were not as noble as Nate's, but that 70s show overtones were still strong here. The connections are more clearer when you consider that later in Season 2, Kelso attempted to break up with Lori but was also unsuccessful. This puts the character in a pickle, as he is unable to break up with either Jackie or Lori and thus finds himself caught in the middle. This frustrating issue persisted intermittently throughout the series. Since Betsy has already established herself as a bizarre hybrid of Lori and Jackie's characters, this appears to foretell more that 90s show conflict. Will Betsy and Nate reconcile in that 90s show? The fact that 90s show is replicating the Kelso-Jackie-Lori love triangle with Nate, Nikki, and Betsy suggests that the spin-off series will be even more chaotic. While it's unknown whether Betsy will return in future editions, she appears to be the type of figure who will pop in and cause a little disruption before disappearing again. Nate eventually ended his relationship with her. However, it is strongly indicated that she will remain in his life. If Nate and Nikki encounter further difficulties, he may find himself back in her arms. After all, Betsy Kelso, like Jackie, has already demonstrated in that 90s show that she is difficult to shake.